season. We game in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Maryland Terrapins and the Louisville Cardinals. We stay in the state of College. Jesse Palmer here. Louisville was down on the sideline to be checking with them right now.
Did you know Louisville has one of the most unique stories about their stadium in all of college football? The L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium was built on a former railroad repair yard that opened in 1998. The land on which it was built was previously serving as a site for the Louisville and Nashville South Louisville Rail Yard. During construction of the stadium, the blaring train horn was used at the rail yard to indicate shift changes and was reclaimed. It is now blown pregame and each time the Cardinals score. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The give is to Williams. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. To the air, it's Washington. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some space. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. It takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would be playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback goal Washington. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Quarterbacks work so hard on those mechanics, but sometimes things start moving fast and they get away from you.
But it does, and when you get on that back foot, a lot of times that ball's going to drift, and you're not coming through the target, so you're not putting enough mustard on it to get it to finish through your target and the ball to get there in a hurry. So all those mechanics are things you work on, but you're right. When you put a defense in front of you, it kind of changes that.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Quick strike complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the pass. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball get to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
The run inside. It's Williams. Will be an alley.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Terrapins come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Terrapins look to keep this drive humming. Back to throw, it's Washington. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 42nd.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Back open in the middle. Offense It's on the move. Hey, big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to move them on the counter. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Back to the ground with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
They run into a bit of trouble here at 3rd and long for the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. At 18, at 18. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards. What did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He might want another play. They'll start on the ground with Brown. There he goes. Got him up for the first. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats. We've played 1 period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. Hand off for Brown. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Let's take a look at the big picture for Louisville. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1.
extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to pay.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Dropping back, it's Washington. Fires to the tight end. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out. But he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
14.
Send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield on first down. They'll run the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4.
Bling.
The give is to Williams. Might have a chance. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big game for the offense.
The Terrapins have this offense rolling. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
The play action fake. Looking for an open area to his left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you dial in today, or else they can make you pay.
And the Terrapins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To throw, it's Washington. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down markers, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, can these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Terrapins need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Heading to the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer to a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. He'll bring it out. It's Hughes. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here we go. Quarterback making adjustments. A give to Brown. Pick up of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Ready, go! They'll go right back to it. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Hughes. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Ready. Jet. Shift. Go. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. To the air, it's It's Washington. Moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab. Makes the grab in their space. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Snap from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Unleashes one deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. Let's kick things off with Jacksonville State in their matchup against the number 12 team, the Kansas Jayhawks. And it's Jacksonville State able to pull off the upset by just a score, but it'll be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet, but brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. One more time, it's Brown. Fighting off the defender. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Hey, move. Ready, go. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on third, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt. I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15.
Move it. Ain't gonna lose it.
The give is to Williams. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every day. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Red 18. Bingo, Ruben.
Rides to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to get this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Washington. He's got an open man. Turning it on. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Maryland!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. It back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Throws to the wideout. Fires it incomplete. Even here in the 3rd quarter as they get set to snap it on 2nd and 10. Try the right side with Brown. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field.
Wide 53. Wide 53. Let it go.
From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. The give. He's in open space downfield. It's a running room. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Flip, flip, flip. Flash moving, flash moving.
Right back to the well. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Caught by Williams on the right. Breaks into the open. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
And the Terrapins will have it 1st and 10.
Luther, Luther. Seeker, seeker. Bling, bling, bling. Flash Luther. Porter.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Here's a little room there. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying play action. Quarterback moving. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to aggressive. Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Washington. Looking to scramble. On the run, fires downfield. Got him, and nobody's close. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's 4th down. Look, you would love to have gotten the touchdown there, but at this point, just take the lead with the field.
And it's so hard because you've been thinking aggressive. Let's stretch this lead out now. You got to think, hey, I got to make them score a touchdown, get a field goal right here, and rely on my defense.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead, they just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Offense headed out to go to work. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. Can't get him to the ground. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7.
Let it go!
Brown again. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. From the gun, wants to pass. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
And his passing game, they can't get in sync, man. They can't get in rhythm. It seems like all game it's been a struggle. Nice job by the defense, dropping back, breaking on the football, but this offense has to find their rhythm somehow, some way.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down.
Ready? Word, go, go!
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Headed back out on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Might be calling a hot route. One more time, it's Brown. He breaks a tackle. Got enough for the first. There's some room. He'll be out of bounds. Good pickup on that play, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. End off for Brown.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on a 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. After the run, now to throw. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
3rd down play from the gun. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 of the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Let's it go to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to throw again. Looking to the end zone. This is caught for a touchdown. So let's not put this one just yet.
And in that step 1, great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now, you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. They got the touchdown they needed, now trailing by a field goal. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and get...
Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground. Boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. He's got it again. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. He'll take it himself. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. The Cardinals will now use their final timeout. Now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Trying to get it to the marker. Got a little press. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line. A mere yard away from pay dirt.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game, and Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity of this offense, too. They are going to be physical. They're going to run the ball even when you know it's coming. And in that situation where you just need 1 first down to end the game, you can go out and execute like that. They're going to feel good after this one.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback takes a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Bunch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David,